Hey everybody, it's Rachel with Rachel Q Stitches and welcome to my channel. Today is December 6th, 2022 and this is FlossTube number 88 and it is also Flossmas day number 6. Welcome. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all of you who are new here. This is a channel mostly about cross stitch. Sometimes I'll throw in other stitchy goodness, and I'm going to be doing that today after the cross stitch. If you're a returner, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And once again, I forgot to write down the comments, but I will address those. I'll try to answer your comments if you had any questions down below in your comment. Anyway, thank y'all so much. And thanks everyone. I reached 1,000 subscribers this past week and I am so excited. I'm thrilled. I'm humbled. All the emotions except for sadness and anger, but all the good emotions. It's just been such a great time that I've had doing these videos. I'm almost at my 2-year mark. So this is just thrilling to me that 1,000 people have decided that they might want to check out my videos on a weekly basis. And for those of you that do every week, thank you so much. I'm getting together some prizes for next video to celebrate 1,000. So, look out for those next week. I was hoping to do it this week, but some things happened and I wasn't able to get to it. So I'm going to have those ready for next week and I'll probably draw those on my 2-year anniversary. So you'll have time to catch up during the holidays to watch the video. Okay, so that is the thanks to each of you for helping me out and just joining me every week. I really, really, really appreciate it. Okay, let's get into stitching. I'm going to start with my standard 25/7 Amid Amish Life. 25/7 is a Facebook group or basically Facebook group, philosophy, whatever. You stitch on one piece 25 minutes a day, 7 days a week. And I have been working on Amid Amish Life, which is in the 1986 3 issues of Cross Stitch and Country Crafts. There you go. And here is where I've got. Now, I know I said I was going to work on the barn, but I decided instead, I worked on the barnyard. This is it right here. So I got that done. And then I have gone down and I have started back stitching all of this bottom part. And the hayfield. I'm just going to, everything that I've done, I'm going to try to get the back stitching done. So my man's head is outlined, his body's outlined. I just love the way these things pop once you backstitch them. I find backstitching very therapeutic almost. It just kind of, I don't know, just the way things pop once you do them. It's just fun. I know, that's weird. But this is what I got done. I am so excited. I am hoping to get the backstitching all finished this week and maybe start on the barn. So there you go. For all of you that have been waiting with bated breath, my man has a face. He's done. He is done. Look at him. So there you go. This is Amid Amish Life. It is a 3-panel, if you're new, it is a 3-panel stitch piece. It was in 3 different episodes, stitched separately, but many, many people have stitched them as one piece, and that's what I'm doing. So for the first page ends about right here, and this is the second page. So I'm just kind of feathering into, I need to feather some more here into that second page so that there's not an obvious line. In fact, I think right here, the reason I stopped here is there is a wagon that starts. So I might actually get some of that wagon done this week too. So that's it, Amid Amish Life. And I don't know the designer's names. I don't know, looking back at some of these older magazines, a lot of them didn't have a whole lot of the designer's names. I need to go back and look and see if I can find out who designed this piece. Okay, the second thing I've done is Jeanette Douglas, A Year in Bouquets. I still have it in my hoop because I will be working on it today. I'm working on November's bouquet. Reminder, if you want these, if you think there's any time you might want to stitch these, go to Jeanette Douglas's website. I do link them down below, and download them all. She will be removing them from her website December 31st. So go download it. Okay. It's free, by the way, right now. I don't know if she plans on selling it. I don't know what her plans are, but she will be removing them from her site. So this is what I got done right here. That's it. I worked on it yesterday, and then I realized that I need to do 2 more stitches right there. But that's what I got done. I am hoping to finish it today. I will focus on it some today just to get it done and maybe even start working on that border. So hopefully by next week, I will have most of that border up here done. And November's done. Hopefully start December, but y'all know how that goes. I do have it downloaded, so I am safe. So there it is right there. I need to measure it and see if I have a frame big enough for it. I'm not, well, I don't have the saw to do it, so I'm not quite brave enough to cut down frames just yet, but I think I might have one that's big enough for it. Okay, my full coverage for this week was, and I've been stuck on this one. I haven't, so I retired, I retired the castle from Artisy. I don't like the count I'm doing it on. I might pick it up later. So I don't have a whole lot of official full coverages that I'm working on. So I need to go through my list and start rotating a little bit more. But I'm back working with Mini Patchwork Quilt Room. This is by Heaven and Earth Designs, and I don't know who the artist is. Hopefully I can get my act together for next week. But this is it right here. I got about 700 stitches done this week, which is good. I like doing about 100 a day. So my goal was to start I had a bunch of blank spots to fill all these in. Then of course, as you fill them in, you have to go up and continue. And so I got a lot done. I was kind of impressed. I showed it to my husband. I said, I have 1% done. He's like, oh, I'm so proud of you. But anyway, so this is actually the mini, I think I said that, Mini Patchwork Quilt Room. So that's it right there. Lovely. Love it. Love it. I'm really enjoying stitching on full coverages. I do use Pattern Keeper. I have a cheap Android tablet that was given to me. And so I really, really enjoy the whole Pattern Keeper aspect of it. It's really neat. Okay. The next thing, pandemic. Usually I'm so thrilled to show this to you guys, but I have a counting error. And so my plans to start it, I'm going to show it to y'all. This is how much I've gotten done so far. So my plans were to finish this part right here, but there's an counting error. It wasn't matching up. I was stressing out. So I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back here. I got my 4 hours in, but a lot of it was trying to figure out what I did wrong. So I'm going to go back here to the big bouquet, which I still absolutely love. But anyway, I'm going to go back to my big bouquet, and I'm just going to work my way this way. And that way, when I get to this end, I can finagle it and be okay. This piece is nothing but finagling, y'all. Nothing but finagling. I mean, there's so much that I had to adjust. I should use that word. It's adjustment. It's personal adjustments. Anyway, if you're new here, this is done on Ada. I think it's 16 count, and I am using one of every color DMC. I'm using a sampler box from the 90s that my mom purchased for me, and so that is what I'm using for pandemic. Anyway, and that was my big stitching. Let's talk about what I've done. Hold on a second. I got to deny a call. Okay, y'all are back. I didn't mean to cut y'all off. Sorry about that. Flossmas. Yay. I have been doing freebie Flossmas this year. Every day I pick up a free ornament, usually ornament size, that I've been stitching on. And some days I finish it, some days I don't. So I only have 3 items complete. This is day 6. So this is the first thing I did. And I don't remember off the top of my head who they're by. So I will, if you go to my shorts that I've done, they're on there. They're linked below each video. So this is right here, the first one that I did. Love it, love it. And then I did this one, and y'all can see I cut it too close, but I am making them into ornaments, so I don't have to worry too much about that. Merry and bright. And then this was one from this weekend, so it actually took me 3 days. And I know this is by the little stitcher. I left off a part on the bottom because I am making it into an ornament. And afterwards I was like, I probably shouldn't have done the border, but it's done, so there it is. So today I'm going to pick up a new one, and I will show you guys tomorrow what I'm stitching on. My goal is to get 12 done. Originally my goal was to take 2 days for each ornament, and it's pretty much, you know, that's about how long it's taking for each one to be done. So it's not too bad, but anyway, so those are my freebie Flossmas ornaments that I'm working on, and those of you who are watching every day, thank you. Anyway. So that is it for cross stitch, but I do have some more stitchy goodness, which is embroidery and quilting. So I follow a blog called Days, I'm looking down, Days Filled with Joy. She does have a Facebook group, and I'll link both her blog and her Facebook group down below. And I totally missed that she did an autumn embroidery stitch along. And it wasn't until somebody commented on it that I got a notification about it on Facebook. You know how that works. And she was doing, and so I went on her Facebook, you know, went to look at the comment and looked on her Facebook page and saw that she was doing I guess it's Christmas. I don't have the chart with me. Anyway, so I went ahead and I downloaded part 1 and I got it embroidered. So this is it right here. Part 2 is out, and I do need to get it traced onto here and stitch. So this is part 1. Isn't it pretty? So her other one, y'all, her other one had autumn written at the top, I believe, or fall. It was so pretty. I might go back and do it. So this is what I did. I'm not horribly good at embroidery, but I enjoy it. It's enjoyable. So this is what I got done right here. And in conjunction along with it, she is doing a quilt along. So, okay, so for the embroidery, I'm going to tell you, part 2 is out. Part 3 will be out Friday. So if you're interested in doing that. So for her quilt along, part 2 is out. And so I'm going to show you part 1. These are the blocks that I'm doing. Now, these are all quilt fabrics from my mom. And I don't have them with me. This fabric actually had a copyright date of 1973, which was so fun. So anyway, so I did these. So this was the first clue. There's more, but they all look like this. So I've got these all done. And then the second clue was these right here. And I got more of these. I need to finish them. These right here. So I need to finish these because, like I said, part 2 is coming out tomorrow. And I haven't worked on that. So I need to get part 3 is coming out tomorrow. I need to work on part 2. I need to finish up part 2. So anyway, so that is what I've gotten done. That is not cross stitch related, but still stitchy and fun to do. It was nice to pull out my sewing machine and sit down and get some sewing done. I had gotten into a sewing rut. I didn't feel like it. Everything I was working on just didn't motivate me. And when I saw this, I was like, this is small. I can do this. And I have so much Christmas fabric from not only my mom, but myself. I have like 3 or 4 copy paper boxes filled with Christmas fabric. So yes, I have a lot. So this was like a pack of fat quarters that my mom had stacked up together in an envelope. I'm like, well, there you go. That's it. That's what I'm doing. So anyway, so that is what I've done stitching wise. plans. So next week I'm going to work on more pandemic. I'm going to finish my Jeanette Douglas November block and hopefully some borders. And I'm going to find another full coverage to work on. Full coverage or scenic, I like to call them. I'm really enjoying stitching with Pattern Keeper. So I have those that are not in Pattern Keeper, and I'm trying hard to stick with them and not put them aside because I like them. I enjoy them. But anyway, so that's my plans for this week. I'm going to show you a little bit of shopping that I did, and then I will talk about my amended 2023 plans. Shopping. So I went to, if you ever need to buy gridded cross stitch fabric, I like stitching my full coverage on gridded because I can't count. I'm not really, and it gives me a landing point. Like, even though I use Pattern Keeper, it gives me a landing point. I can say, okay, this is here, you know. So I ordered me 2 pieces for 2 projects that I want to start. And I got these from Stitchery Express on Etsy. No, she has a website. Stitchery Express. And let me just tell you, I ordered these on December 2nd, and they got here yesterday from Utah to Louisiana. I'm still waiting on a piece that went from Texas to Louisiana. It's stuck in New Orleans. I'm 3 hours away. It's been stuck there since the 1st. I could drive and go get it. Anyway, so that is what I got. And then because I am adjusting, which I'm going to tell you about in a little while, not only the way I stitch, where I stitch, but my plans, I need to make me some project backs. Right now I use these, the bigger ones like this. I use the small ones for my embroidery and stuff like that, but I need some bigger ones for my cross stitch. So I want to make me some because I want it to be pretty. So I plan on next year, one of the things, my goals is to work on a 12 Days of Christmas ornament every week. I have 2 things that I subscribed to last year. One was Annie B's Folk Art Stockings, and the other one was Shannon Christine's. I'm missing one of my Annie B's. I know it's somewhere, but I can't find it. So anyway, so I went on Quilting Muse. Now this was on Etsy, Quilting Muse. This was something else that got here super, super quick. So I ordered some 12 Days of Christmas fabric. So I got this one and this one. I really wanted the red one like this, but they were out. Oh, so pretty. And then I got this one. And I got the white version, or tan. Not sure what I'm going to do with these yet. Not quite sure. And then I got the panel. Now the panel, I'm going to scooch back, is right here. The stocking. Right here, and the ornaments. So I'm going to go ahead and make these ornaments. Maybe that might be a sewing project for 2023. But I'm going to go ahead and make the ornaments and possibly the stocking. Not sure who it's going to be for since I've got so many new people in my family this year. But anyway, so that was my shopping. That's all I got done. Anyway, 2023 plans. I'm ditching Whip Go. Yeah. I was watching a couple of FlossTubers this week. I was watching Laura Stitching by the Shore, Kim, the Contented Stitcher, and Seazook Stitch, and a couple of others out there that we all probably watch. And they've been talking about it, and I like having a little bit of structure to say, hey, Rachel, this is something you need to work on. But I liked Whip Go. It gave me a lot of progress on a lot of my pieces. But there's a lot more that I want to work on. And so Dina, Half Stitch Cross Stitch, uses prompts. And I watch her and I'm just fascinated with what she does, how much she gets done, you know, with these prompts. She belongs to several groups with prompts, but Carolyn Cizek Stitch, she has Magazine Monthly Challenge, which I have been a member of for two years, I think. And I've never done any other prompts. So I bought me this planner. This will be my cross stitch planner right here. $6 on Amazon. And I'm basically going to follow, when I feel like it, the prompts on Magazine Monthly Challenge. It'll allow me to work on the things that I want to work on. And here's why I'm doing this is like, I really want to do the Garon Focus on a Designer monthly. I enjoyed doing my little shadowing. That was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to know that, you know, to do these. So I downloaded the Garon list for next year. And I'm looking for little freebies, little charts or freebies from each of these designers. That will be what I stitch on. I did sign up for the Cross Stitch Studios Mystery Sal, which I'm nervous about. I'm not a fan of paid mysteries, but I love the Cross Stitch Studios charts. And the theme and the floss pulls were right up my alley. So I don't know. I don't know what it's going to look like, but this should be exciting. And there's just a lot of things I want to start. And somebody mentioned, one of y'all mentioned, hey, Rachel, don't forget you're having a grandbaby. You may not want to have 4 WIPGO boards. And that was true. It really is true. I found that this month, especially, having to work 8 days on pandemic, as much as I love pandemic, was hard because there was so much else I wanted to work on. Plus, I'm doing my freebie Flossmas. So that was just kind of, you know, too much. So that's why I decided to just drop with WIPGO. And I'm going to do the Magazine Monthly Challenge prompts. And that way I can choose from a suggested list. I might do the ABC Bringo. I haven't decided yet. It looks like fun, so I might do that. So that's what and then I'm gonna try to do each of the Garon Focus on a Designer pieces. Like I said, they're going to be smalls. So, and then on Sundays, I want to work on my 12 Days of Christmas pieces. And just their little ornaments. And so there's 4 Sundays and hopefully, and I might be weekend too. I haven't decided. But that's what I want to do. I kind of want to have a little bit more flexibility than what WIPGO afforded me because my stitching time is not as much as it used to be. So anyway, that is my plans for 2023. I plan on doing a whip parade sometime after the 1st, after my husband goes back to school, which I think he goes back to school on the 3rd, which is a Tuesday. So I might do it then, which will be my FlossTube anniversary. So it might just be all kinds of stuff going on that video. But I'll talk a little bit more about those and what I plan on doing and how I plan on choosing what I'm going to do. But anyway, that's all I got. That's all I have for any kind of stitching, any kind of plans. There's no life updates. Everything is just swimming along. Like I said, I think my husband has 2 more weeks of school. Christmas is here. I have almost everybody but for, except for one daughter-in-law and my husband, which he always gets the same thing every year. So, and he doesn't watch this. So anyway, but those are the only ones I have left. And so I'm just stitching as much as I can. Next week will probably, well, no, usually when he gets off is when I do my baking. But anyway, I do have a plan for a special stitch. And I put out a thing on Instagram looking for a chart and somebody has offered to loan it to me. So I can't wait to share with you guys what I have planned for that special stitch for this year. I'm hoping to not keep her chart for very long. Like it's going to be like a focus. So anyway, that's all I have. Thank y'all so much for joining me to this week. I really appreciate it. Thank you to all you new subscribers. Thank you for the 1,000 of you that decided that you may want to watch me weekly. I really appreciate it. That's all I have. I will see all of you next week, Lord willing, and happy stitching. Bye-bye.